Why are people saying Jesus is coming back this week? Well, your first instinct is to probably think, obviously, these people are spreading this rumor to gain attention. But what if I told you this wasn't all a random coincidence? You see, as of yesterday, September 23rd, we are officially in the Jewish feast called the Feast of Trumpets. Now, why is that important, you may ask? Because in Jewish tradition, there are 7 feasts that take place each year. It's a thing that was around when Jesus was around. Jesus participated in these feasts, so they are definitely of major importance, not to mention that they are mentioned all the way back in Leviticus by God, given as the feasts to the Jewish people. But Jews and some Christians still partake in them today, and I honestly think that we should be partaking in them as well as followers of Jesus, but that's a different conversation. The Feast of Trumpets is celebrated on the first day of the 7th month of the Hebrew calendar. This day is determined by observing the appearance of the new crescent moon over top of Jerusalem, meaning that each year it's going to vary which exact days it is going to be on. To signal its start, a shofar horn is blown as soon as the moon is spotted, and it's also the start of the new Jewish calendar year. Now, when Jesus came, he fulfilled 4 out of the 7 Jewish feasts. There are verses in the New Testament that point to this fulfillment. Those 4 that he fulfilled being, number 1, Passover, when Jesus died; number 2, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, Jesus being buried; number 3, Feast of First Fruits, Jesus' resurrection; and finally, number 4, Feast of Pentecost, which is when the Holy Spirit descended upon believers. The final 3 feasts that are to be fulfilled are the Feast of Trumpets, the Day of Atonement, and finally the Feast of Tabernacles. The Feast of Trumpets will be fulfilled in the future, and a horn will sound. That's the horn that will be blown when the rapture begins, just as they do in those Jewish feasts at the start of the feast, and all believers will then be raptured. The Day of Atonement is whenever Jesus returns. The Feast of Tabernacles is whenever Christ will dwell with the people here on earth, or also known as the millennial reign. So you may be asking yourself, doesn't the Bible say no one knows the day or the hour, not even Jesus? Yes, it say that, because just because we know the general time around this time of the feast, September, the end of September, does not mean we have any idea the exact day, because there are multiple days the moon could be spotted over top of Jerusalem. And we don't know the exact time the moon will be spotted. And the biggest thing is that we have no idea what year it's going to happen, considering these feasts take place every single year. We just know around this time of some year. And again, ultimately God controls the pattern of the moon, okay? We may be able to predict the moon pattern at times, but ultimately God is in control of the moon, and he can change it up at any moment. So I hope this helps clear up some of the confusion around this. Take care. I hope you have a great day, and I love every single one of you.